Hello, my name is Victoria Kamara. I work with Croydon Voluntary Action as an asset-based community development community builder. The purpose of my work is to ensure support for families with children under 5, to encourage information sharing and also support families to access resources for their children. The main barriers affecting my work are funding opportunities, social inequalities, bureaucracy and policies. The Black and ethnic minority is faced with a lot of disparity when it comes to getting access to services. For example, I work with a community group supporting people with learning disability, for which we understood that people, Black and ethnic minority, are not participating much in the community because of stigma and the notion of not being involved in the first place. That is also putting a constraint. People having to do more jobs than, to get more income. It's creating a barrier for people to engage. And because you find that families have to work weekends, for example, and also having to work long hours, so they find it difficult to attend initiatives in the community. That is one of the barriers that is affecting groups. For example, CVO will be working on the Spotlights community event, which is on the 23rd of June. That is just one instance of collaboration, ensuring that communities come together, or stakeholders, organizations, and share resources that will help other organizations to learn from their counterpart, and also meeting the public at the heart of the Croydon Shopping Center, which is a predominant place where people access the most. So that's one aspect of the things that will help us to create a change in the system. And also probably looking at the bureaucratic policies that is putting pressure on resources. For example, making funding flexible that helps organizations to access the resources they need, making local venues more accessible, even probably because there are lots of empty buildings around, but you don't know who owns them. Probably if there's a system where those empty buildings, we get to know who owns them, we could contact the owners, or if they're owned by the council, we know that's the council, we know what to do. I think ensuring that we know who owns what is easier for us to make, those kind of connections and linking those people who might need a space. Having people coming to a spot or meeting at a place and working together, sharing resources, and planning for the future. For example, this week we work with a group of people who are working on a project to support the past, the present, and the future of Croydon. And those people have got wonderful ideas. So if we have not brought them together, we wouldn't be able to know that they are thinking from that perspective. So the essence of community development, it's collaborative work. And the more organizations link together, are willing to share resources, just like the Croydon Voluntary Action is doing, the better for Croydon to develop.